Jen here. All right, so here is the workout today. This is workout number 31, guys. So we are gonna do a warm up of 30. This is 30 seconds, so I'll have a timer. 30 seconds of high knees, 30 seconds of butt kickers. We're gonna do this 3 times, so it'll be like a 3-minute little cardio session here. And then do together some down up dog flows, some lunge and reach, which I'll show you, and some glute bridges. We're just gonna go through this. It should say 2 times through. So 2 times through that, I'll just write a little 2x with my marker here so I don't forget that we're gonna do that twice. All right, so then we're gonna stretch. I'll teach you a skill today. It's called the jerk, not your ex. That's my joke, by the way. So we're gonna learn the jerk, which is the top part of the clean and jerk. And we're gonna do this without weights or anything, just getting the footwork and the timing of it so that we can start to do some very light clean and jerks with either dumbbells or like a broomstick. And then our workout for today is 4 rounds. And we've kind of done this time sequence thing before where we work for 1:45 and we rest for 15 seconds. What we're going to do today is try to get as many thrusters as we can. So we're going to be doing some step ups, some V-ups, and then with the time remaining in that 1:45, we'll be doing our thrusters. So that's how it's going to go. And when we get there, I will explain exactly what is happening so you guys know what's going on. Okay. So, with that being said, let me get the music started. Music by Joseph Maniate, The Priceless Gnome. And I will start my timer over here so that we know how long we're going for. So we have high knees for 30 seconds, and then we have butt kickers for 30 seconds. Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, high knees. Now guys, if you can't get your knees up high, jogging, then just, let me flip this, I'm looking distorted. There we go. Keep going. Why is that going? Oh, there we go. Okay, keep going, 15 seconds. Always technical difficulties, right? If you can't jog, then just bring your knees up high, marching in place. Good stuff. Getting ready for butt kickers. Here we go. Kicking your heels up to your butt. If you can't jog, then just stand and move your arms a little bit. Maybe pump those arms. I didn't even move yet and I'm warm. Up. Good stuff. 3, 2, 1. Knees up. High knees. Again, if you can't get your knees up while jogging, just march it out as fast as you can. Keep it going. Once again, no impact, just kicking those heels back. Good stuff, good stuff. Really feeling my legs from yesterday. I'm gonna try to push through this because I know it'll feel better when we're done. 3, 2, 1, knees up. Nice high knees. If you want to lift them all the way up, increase the intensity, go for it. I'm going to stay right here. Remember, low impact. You're pulling those knees up, marching it out. 3, 2, 1, butt kickers. That's it. 10 more seconds of butt kickers. 3, 2, 1, and take it down. Good stuff. Relax. All right, I'm just gonna move this so you guys can see me. All right, so we're gonna do 10 down up dogs, 10 lunge with a reach, and 20 glute bridges. So, down up dog, I'm gonna walk my hands out in front of me, palms flat on the ground. I'm gonna get my head back behind my arms. Pressing my heels down as far as I can. This is down dog. I'm gonna go from plank all the way down. I'm at up dog. That's 1. Down dog. Plank all the way down. Up dog. 2. Count them out, guys. Nice and controlled. 3. 4. 5. Now, if you can't go through this plank, you can hear it, you're going to fall. Just drop your knees. And push up as high as you want on that up dog. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Good stuff. Come out of that. Lunge and reach. So, since we haven't done this one, so you're going to take a step forward or backwards. It doesn't matter. You're going to find lunge position. You're going to drop one hand and you're going to reach. Come out of that. Switch legs and reach. So it's kind of like a twist, okay? So here I'll show you from the front. Lunge, inside arm, reach. Lunge, inside arm, reach. This actually works better if you're traveling across the floor, so if you have room, go for it. Just do 10 in total. And you can keep that knee down or up, it doesn't matter. Two more. Good. All right, glute bridges. We're on the ground, on our back, bending your knees. Heels are nice and close to your butt. From here, we're going to push up through the heels, squeezing the glutes. 20 times. 2. Not too fast. Make sure you get that full squeeze at the top. Try not to push through your hands or your arms. Try to use only your glutes. 20 of these. I've got 10 to go. better. Maybe I'll go backwards on this one. It's actually better to kick the leg back for me. Then I don't feel like I have to travel forward. That was 10 for me. Awesome, and then we'll come to our glute bridges. 20 glute bridges. Grab a sip of water if you need it. Okay, let's stretch out a little bit. So on our butts, let's go on our backs actually. Here, we're going to bring both knees in, just pull them in. Nice stretch through the back. Good, cross your left or your right leg over your left for pretzel stretch. Grab the top of your other shin and pull in. So you're feeling a stretch through your glutes, hopefully. And switch legs. Good stuff. Bring your left leg to the floor, bend that knee so that your foot is on the floor. Right leg comes up, pulling back, stretching up those hamstrings. So please don't pull behind your knee. Either on your calf or your hamstring is fine. Getting that deep stretch through the hamstring. You can rotate your ankle one way, then the other way. Point and flex. Just loosening up those ankles. Good stuff. Let's switch legs. Hamstring stretch on the left side. Hello, hamstrings. Rotate that ankle. One way, other way, point and flex, point and flex. Just get it moving. Good, grab off behind your knees and sit up nice and tall. Come into a seated V position here. So your feet are touching, your knees are wide. Just butterfly those legs out. Push your knees down to the ground and just stretch out that groin and your back. Good stuff. Good. Bring your legs straight out in front of you, shake them out. And let's come up to a standing position. Okay, hands are gonna go, or feet are gonna go wide. Keep your knees soft, just rotating through the waist and the hips. Good, one hand's gonna come up, stretch out that one side. And stretch out the other side. Good stuff. Let's stretch out that chest. Bring your hands behind your back. Feel the stretch through the front here. I'm really feeling that from all those push-ups yesterday. Good, and let's rotate our head one way and other way. All right, shake it out, guys. Grab a sip of water. We're gonna learn the jerk. The jerk, yes. Top part of the clean and jerk. Okay, I'm gonna show you what this is gonna look like. The timer's still going here. Let me turn this music off. All right, so guys, we're gonna be starting to incorporate more of this stuff into our workouts. This is why we're learning these skills. So far we learned the Turkish get-up, we learned the clean, the power clean, and today we're gonna learn the jerk. So I told you that Olympic weightlifting is bringing the bar or weight from the ground over your head. And there's two ways of doing that, the clean and jerk and the snatch. So we learned how to get something from the ground up to our shoulders, but now we want to get it over our head. So you have a couple options to get something up over your head. You can stand here strong and tight and just literally use mainly upper body and a bit of core to lift it up. That would be called a strict press. We've done push presses in our workout where we kind of dip a little bit and extend, so it's kind of like you're jumping for joy. But today we're going to learn how to do this even more efficiently, and that's thinking about pushing yourself under the weight before standing up. Okay, so the other thing we learned the other day was footwork for the clean. And for the push jerk or the power jerk, guess what? The footwork is exactly the same. So this position here, this starting or jumping position, is where we're always going to start. So kind of landmark your feet versus your pelvis, and that's where your feet should be. You do not want to start with your feet wide or you will have a problem, okay? So feet directly under your hips, and we're basically going to shuffle our feet to the side and land in this sort of semi-squat position. So from the side, my hips are back, my knees are bent, and my torso is upright. This is my landing position. It's called power position, okay? So it's as simple as jumping and landing. So when you guys do this, I can't hear your feet, but I want to hear your feet. So pretend you're trying to make me hear your feet from wherever you are. So we're going to literally jump and land. Okay, so we're just working on the footwork. We're not thinking about the arms right now. Jump and land. Let's do 5 more of these. Jump and land. Jump and land. So when I'm saying jump, one thing guys is I'm not really like jumping up off the floor, but it's as if I'm jumping. So it's like up and land. Okay, so I'm almost like coming up on my toes a little bit to get that movement. A couple more. Up and land. Up and land. Cool. Okay, so now your hands. Remember we had caught that barbell or weights right here on our shoulders. Now our goal is to get that up overhead, but we don't want to just press it overhead. So the best analogy I can use for you guys is imagine that this weight, it cannot go up, you have to go down. So it's like I'm like pushing myself under the weight, okay? So what's gonna happen is as my feet move to the side, that's when my hands are gonna go up. So watch closely here. So I'm jumping and landing, and as I land, my hands go up. Jump and land. So you should be finished with your hands above your head with your knees bent, and then you use your legs to stand up. This is why the jerk is such a great movement, an efficient movement, because you're actually using more legs to get that weight up overhead, okay? So a big mistake people make in this movement is they'll do this. I didn't finish the movement, right? I didn't stand up straight with the weight. So let's try a couple more here. So jump and land, stand up, reset. Jump and land, stand up, reset. So you notice how from this position, my landing position, I'm standing up and resetting. Okay, let's try that again a couple more times. And go, reset, go, reset, go, reset. 3 more. Go, reset, reset. 1 more. Reset. All right, so your challenge today is film a video of you doing that and send it to me so I can make sure you're doing it right, okay? Yay. Okay, let's go through the movements in this workout. I'm going to get my timer set up because we have basically 4 rounds, and each round is minute 45 with a 15-second rest. And like I said, your goal is to get as many thrusters as possible. So I'm going to have 4 rounds set. Each round 145, okay, with a 15-second rest. Great, so this timer is going to do all the work for me. I'm going to put it right here to start. Okay, so let's go through the movements. The first movement is a step up. So if you have a box or a chair or a bench, make sure if it's wobbly, guys, here goes my timer. If it's wobbly, please put it up against the wall and do not use a rickety chair. If you don't have a chair or something safe, use a step. If you don't have a step, guys, you can just do lunges, okay? Don't worry about it. So the step up, guys, is going to simply be standing up on top of the box. Now, I said we were going to do a little extra thing here. We're going to give a little squeeze of that back leg today, okay? And then switch legs, squeeze. So you see how I'm kind of kicking back with that leg? Okay, that's going to really work your booty. Second movement, alternating V-ups. You guys know how much I love these. You watch me die. I'm just going to grab a mat. You guys have watched me die doing alternating V-ups before, so you're going to see that again today. Are you lucky? So laying on the floor, on your back, opposite arm, opposite foot. Okay, lifting up from the middle. Now, if you cannot get your chest up off the ground like that, just do your best to get up as high as you can. If it's really hard to keep your legs straight, guys, then just bend your knee. You can do like more of a bicycle. Okay, but I want you to come to this fully extended position on each rep. So you shouldn't be up here. I want you to completely relax on each one or you'll hurt your back. Cool? Cool. All right, thrusters. So thrusters are basically a squat with a press. And part of the reason I did that jerk today was to warm up your shoulders for this. I don't know if you realize that, probably not. But we're gonna squat all the way down to the bottom. Okay, hips are below the crease, hip crease is below your knees. As we stand up, we're pressing overhead. Now that is with no weight. I have a couple dumbbells, you guys can use books. Okay, I'm holding these at my shoulders. I'm coming all the way down and pressing all the way up. Now you guys know my knee is bad, so I cannot get super low on these, but I'm gonna do my best. Two important points here, guys. Make sure that when you press these things up over your head, especially if you have weight, that you're going above your head and not in front of you. If you're in front, you're gonna hurt your body, okay? You're gonna hurt your shoulders, so make sure you're straight up here. And number two, when you get from all the way down to the bottom to your thrust position, I want you to think of that word, thruster, every time, because that basically implies that you are thrusting your hips, and that's where you're gonna get the magic from this movement. All right, any questions? If you had questions, you would have to type them in. One day, Facebook would allow all the people who are tuning in to kind of be like little heads around and you could like talk to me. That would be so cool. Can you imagine? It's kind of like a Zoom call on steroids. Okay, so I'm going to start my music, start the timer. We're starting with those step-ups. We are doing 20 step-ups in total, 30 V-ups. Once you're done your V-ups, you might be finished at a different place from me. We're then going to do as many thrusters as we can up until the end of that minute 45. Now guys, listen to me here. Let's put the egos aside for a second. If you're not getting to thrusters on your first round, the rep scheme is too long for you, okay? This is where you have to play it smart. You want to get some thrusters in, like you should be getting at least 5 thrusters. If you're not, then scale back the reps on the step-ups and the V-ups, okay? So you could do, let's say, 16 step-ups and maybe 20 V-ups. Cool? Cool. Okay, so let's start this music. Turn that up. All right. So, starting with step-ups, round 1, 15 seconds. Here we go, 9, 8. In 3, 2, faster. 10 seconds. 2, 1, rest. Okay, that was eye opening. I'm gonna cut my step backs to 16 and my V-ups to 25. Here we go, 10 seconds. 5, and go. Cut those reps back if you need to, guys. Remember, I want you getting at least 5 thrusters. I'm going to 20 V-ups. 30 is way too many to get any thrusters in for me. Just cut it back. That's for sure. Quick break here. 10 seconds. Grab your water, grab your ketones, and go. 15 seconds. 2, 1, you're done. That was very different from yesterday. Wow. Woo. Walk it off, guys. Walk it off. Nice job. 4 rounds done. Way to go. So, how was that, guys? So short, intense. If you feel like you want to do more, what I would suggest is taking a 5-minute break and then just repeating that whole thing if you like. Okay, so let your body calm down a little bit and then do another 4 rounds if you like. If you were finding on that you were really super rushed to get to the thrusters and you were only getting like 1 or 2, maybe go back, redo it with a different rep scheme, okay? So sometimes, like, depending how fast we move, like you saw, I had to scale it back because I just couldn't move fast enough through the step-ups and the V-ups to get any thrusters in. And the point was to get at least 5 thrusters today. So good work, you guys. Let's stretch out a little bit. So we'll start with a hip flexor stretch, just walking one leg forward into a lunge, dropping that back knee. I'm gonna put my little mat under my knee here. Pushing those hips forward, keeping that nice stretch through that hip flexor. Breathe. If you want to stretch up out your arms overhead, if you can, go for it. Good stuff. Breathe. And let's stretch that hamstring out. So flexing that front foot, pushing your hips back and away. Good job. Hold it a few more seconds. 2 and 1, switch legs. Other leg comes forward for that nice hip flexor stretch. Hands can come up if you want, or maybe behind you for something different, doesn't matter. Just play around with it. It's your body, so you know what's tight. I always find on this side, this one feels really good where I have to kind of lean over a little bit. Good, and then coming back into that knee, stretching out your hamstring and pushing those hips back. Don't know why my hamstrings are super sore today. Maybe from the split squats or the lunges we did yesterday, who knows? It's all good. Soreness means I'm alive, right? You guys heard my friend Tim, I remember one day he says to me, if you wake up and you don't have any pain in your body, it probably means you're dead. So there you go. Okay, cat-cows. Hands and knees, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. You're arching and rounding and arching and rounding. Breathe. One more. Good. Tuck those toes, send your hips back so you're in your downward dog. Get rid of this. And then let's walk our feet and our hands as close as you can together. Keep your head down here, guys. Just relax your head. Let everything relax in your back. Take some deep breaths in. And let's slowly come up to standing for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, if you want to hold on to something for this quad stretch, please do. So grabbing one leg, pressing that knee towards the floor, pushing your hip forward. Breathe. Good, grab the other leg. Good stuff, hold it. 2, 1, and relax. Watch this leg when I let it go. It's very awkward. Okay, taking your legs wide. Let's just shift our weight from side to side, stretching out those inner thighs a little bit. So I'm gonna stay here on the right side and coming to the left. And then come back to center. Good. Press those arms down towards the ground. Tilt your head to one side. Stretch out those traps. And other side. Good. Lift one hand up over your head. Reach up and over. And other side. Good stuff. Let's roll those arms back. Big arm circles. Breathe. Good. Some little head circles here. Good stuff. Let's do some big belly breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Here we go. And let it go. And in. And let it go. Last one. And let it go. Awesome job, guys. Give yourself a big hug, pat on the back. Give yourself a round of applause and a big virtual high five. High five to me. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Happy Thursday. Please let me know how you did on this, or if you choose to redo it, let me know your rep scheme that you did. And yeah, have a great day and stay happy, stay healthy. Okay, bye.